10 Lessons and Best Ideas from the book Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. Number 1. Happiness is not solely determined by external circumstances. So, external factors like wealth, status, and possessions have limited influence on long-term happiness. So, internal factors such as mindset and relationship actually play more significant role. Alright, so we can see that even in our daily lives, your happiness is not determined by external things. It's not basically by, okay, you bought a lot of cars, you bought a lot of houses, you bought a lot of things, material things, even though those things can make us happy. But when you talk about happiness, which is a state, it is not essentially determined by those external things, okay, but by internal factors. Or let's say those external things are just limited in how they make us happy and sustain the happiness. But when you're talking about happiness, real happiness is from internal factors such as your mindset, your relationship, and other internal things that you're dealing with. So it's all about what is happening inside of you that is bringing what is happening outside, because it also determines the way you react to those external things. Okay, if you're not happy inside, you cannot even be happy with external things. You see that? So happiness comes from inside, and then what happens outside just amplifies it. Very important. Number 2, the mind is divided. Okay, so Haidt actually introduced the metaphor of the rider and the elephant. So in this case, you are looking at the rider represent the conscious reasoning, while the elephant represents our automatic emotional response. So to achieve happiness, we actually need to find harmony between the two. So in this case now, you're looking at the metaphor of the rider and the elephant, or say the rider and the horse. So basically the rider is your conscious reasoning. Okay, that's like your conscious mind, the one you're using to reason things, to listen to me right now, to watch this video. Okay, that's like the one that gives you the conscious awareness of your immediate surrounding when you're not asleep. All right, that is your conscious mind, the conscious reasoning. Now the elephant, it's your, we can say like your subconscious or your automatic emotional response, which is pretty much like what your conscious mind controls. So to achieve happiness in life, you actually need to find harmony between the two. In other words, you're looking at the balance between your conscious and your subconscious mind. Okay, because sometimes you just get some feelings, you get some things that you want to do, but then in your conscious mind, you're like, there's a conflicting thought. Sometimes there can be like some conflicting thought between your thought and your feeling. So how do you balance the two? How do you make sure when you're feeling something, it's really what you want to do, not just what you just feel like doing, but what you actually want to do? So happiness comes from you reaching a balance between what you think and what you feel, if I can reframe that statement. Okay, so number 3, the importance of social connections. Human beings are social creatures, and our happiness is deeply tied to the quality of our relationships. So cultivating strong social bonds and fostering positive interactions with others is crucial for overall well-being. Yeah, we can see that. So because when you look at our social connections, the way we interact with other people, because as human beings, we are social creatures, we are social beings. So when we go out, we relate with people, we see people, we're happy, so the level of the relationship you have with people contribute to your happiness. For sure, it's very important that we have good relationship with people. So then when you want to make sure you want to increase your happiness, you want to make sure you work on your human relational skills, the way you interact with people. When you go out, just say hello to someone. Oh, how are you doing? What's going on with you? Just say hello to people, greet people. It increases your happiness. It actually makes you to have peace with people. Very important. So your social connections and interactions actually contribute to your happiness. Number 4, balance between individualism and collectivism. Okay, so balancing personal goals and desires with the need of the community is essential. Too much focus on individualism can lead to isolation and dissatisfaction, while excessive collectivism may actually restrict personal freedom. Okay, so in this case too, we're also looking at the balance between individualism and collectivism. So what are we looking at? We are looking at the fact that, okay, now when you are as an individual, we want to respect your privacy, we want to make sure, okay, you can do your things, you have your freedom. But at the same time, we also need to have this sense of community. We also need to connect with other people. We also need to look after the well-being of other people. We also need to make sure everyone is doing fine, your neighbor, your friends, your family, your colleagues, everybody is doing fine at your place of work. You just want to show this care and love to people. You see, very important. So creating balance between these two, individualism and collectivism, is very important for we actually enjoying happiness in our lives. Very important. Number 5, embrace adversity and growth. Adversity and challenges are a natural part of life. Okay. So rather than avoiding or escaping them, we should embrace them as opportunity for growth, resilience, and self-improvement. So when you see that, okay, life it's like full of challenges and issues and problems and troubles and all that. But then when we understand that, okay, you know what, they are actually part of life. I mean, they're a natural part of life. Okay, when you look at life itself, the earth that we're in, there's always natural disasters here and there, something that we don't even cause as humans. We're not the cause of all these natural things, but then they happen, natural disasters. Okay, so these are like natural things that are like part of life. Okay, so when you understand that, and I just want to build that mindset of understanding how to deal with them, how to avoid them sometimes when you have to, or even how to solve them, and see them as opportunity for growth, to make positive change in your life and to improve yourself and even build resilience. Number 6, the power of gratitude and mindfulness. Okay, so cultivating gratitude for what we have and practicing mindfulness can enhance our happiness. Okay, being present in the moment, appreciating small joys in your life, and focusing on the positive aspect can significantly impact our well-being. And we can see that. So you having a positive attitude and mindfulness about things, about lively things in your life, just the fact that you wake up every morning, you can move your hands, you can open your eyes, you can hear people talk, you can also open your mouth to speak, you can walk, you can eat, you can take care of yourself, you can go to the restroom, you can take your bath, you can brush your teeth. All these basic things, they are just very important. Your health, they're important. You shouldn't take them for granted. So because you just being grateful for all these things actually even make you to achieve more, actually make you to even have more success. It makes you to have more good things in your life. So just being grateful for all these little things actually bring about bigger things. And like Jesus said, if you are grateful for little things, you can be given more things. But if you're not grateful for little things, what will even come into your hand? More things, right? Appreciating little things actually open doors for bigger things. Number 7, finding meaning and purpose. Okay, so happiness is closely tied to having a sense of meaning and purpose in life. Engaging in activities that align with our values and contribute to something greater than ourselves can bring deep fulfillment. We understand that happiness is not just about what we do. Okay, I mean, like on the outside, like just the common things of going to work, getting salary and doing other things, but also connected deeply to our purpose. It's connected deeply to our the meaning that we find in our lives and the kind of things that we do, engaging in activities that's actually more than us, being committed to something greater than ourselves. All these things bring fulfillment and happiness. They just make us fulfilled. Just having this desire to contribute to the society, to the community where you're in, to just helping people, blessing lives, just doing your best, just contributing to other people's lives, making other people happy. All these things actually contribute to your happiness. You don't know how much joy and happiness you have when you just do something good for somebody and then the person just comes to you and says, do you know I'm just so grateful that you did this to me? Do you know how much of this you did to me? How much impact this thing that you did have on my life? Like, I'm so grateful for this. The kind of joy, it's unspeakable, that you experience when people tell you how much you've impacted their lives, how much things you've done for them. It's the height of fulfillment. You don't want to miss that experience. All these things are connected to our happiness. When we look at others and we bless their lives and we contribute positively into their lives, it actually boosts and increases our happiness. All right, very important. Number 8, pursue intrinsic goals over extrinsic goals. Okay, so the author was highlighting the importance of intrinsic goals such as personal growth, autonomy, and relationships over extrinsic goals like wealth, pursuing money and material possessions and all these temporary things and all that. Yeah, because then you're looking at intrinsic goals actually tend to provide more lasting happiness and fulfillment. Yeah, we can see that even in our lives, that even though we achieve extrinsic goals, they should not be our focus. It should be more about the intrinsic goals, things like our personal growth, things like our freedom, things like financial freedom and our relationship, the state of our relationship with other people, all of those things, just making sure that we just focus on manifesting our full self, expressing who we are, manifesting who we are to the world, our gift, talent, our ability, being able to express those things to the world. It's even far more important than the result, external things that we get in return, like the fame, like the riches, the material possessions and all that, right? Number 9, emotions are contagious. Our emotions and moods are contagious, and we can influence those around us. Surrounding ourselves with positive and supportive individuals can have a positive impact on our own happiness. When we surround ourselves with positive-minded people, with great people, they actually influence us. They rub their energy on us, their thinking, their mindset, the way they do things, their attitude. They rub all of that on us, and then we just see that we start doing things like them, because all of these are contagious. Emotions are contagious. So when you always go with people who have positive emotions, people who are happy, you can be sure sooner or later you also be happy as well, because they will be influencing with their happiness. It's people who are just who are free about life, who are always happy. These kind of people that are just have positive outlook about life, they would be a good people to relate with, to interact with, not negative people, not people who are always sad, people who are always complaining, always condemning, always criticizing. When you connect with those people, of course, they're gonna rub their negative energy on you as well. So you gotta make sure you select the right people to interact and be with. And then number 10, self-transcendence and altruism. Okay, so in this case, we're talking about engaging in the act of kindness and altruism, not only benefit others, but also contribute to our own happiness. Self-transcendence, or going beyond oneself, can lead to a sense of connection and purpose. That is absolutely true. It's part of what we mentioned before, that when you actually focus, that altruism is being selfless, focusing on others. Self-transcendence, we're looking at going beyond yourself, doing things beyond yourself, not just looking at, okay, what is going to benefit me, but what is going to benefit other people as well, impacting other people's lives, contributing to their progress, to their success, right? So when we look at all of these, they actually contribute to our overall happiness. They contribute to our overall success. And isn't it even great that when you're doing things for people, you're not just doing it for them, they are not just happy, or they are not just being the beneficiary or being beneficiary of what you're doing, but also it's even coming back to you, it's even blessing you more. So it's a win-win game. It's a double reward system, right? Very interesting one. So it is like something that we should really focus on and do in our lives. That is talking about the 10 lessons and best ideas from the book Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. So I hope you enjoy the book. Please do watch out for other books summary that I did on the channel. You can watch them. Very interesting books, bestseller books that are gonna impact you and change your life. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.